Heads up, adventurers. This show is crafted for an adult audience and dives deep into the untamed wilds of mature content. Expect a hearty dose of swearing, references to drugs and alcohol, and our fair share of fantasy violence. So grab your gear and join us at your own risk. Let the dice roll. Lots of love, The Lost Omens.
That's awesome. Where'd you get that?
Me. Risen with the tits.
I want that t-shirt.
Oh, snap.
Right, let's start the session.
Well, hello, we're back with session 11.
Woo!
So soon. Oh, that's nice.
That's 11.
Very nice. That's not wrong. So you'll notice by the time that we've recorded, we've uploaded session X as part 1 and part 2.
We have.
We have indeed.
Whoa!
Yes.
Oh, I watched that just yesterday.
Didn't we just? Yeah.
It came out so quickly after the last session.
That's going to be the norm going forward. We're going to have parts 1 and parts 2 of each of the sessions. So.
What's that?
Yeah, cool.
When are we going to schedule a break just so I can gauge my wee-wee?
Shut up, Ricky.
Yeah, the real reason is not the fact that I'm just one guy editing this video, it's that,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all that matters, man.
So technically it's session 2 for you guys, but we're going to call it session 11 because it is your 11th session. 11 sessions for Lost Omens. Well, thinking about it, in like a couple of months' times, it will be a year since
That is mad.
That is mad, thinking.
We all started with a trip up the mountain. Nice. So I was just getting everyone.
I will in post-production start zooming in on these. Oh no, look at that! What?
Don't let the bar fall over because it could be some.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, is that what it ends? There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, chin chin.
It's nice to cancel the side of your fate.
Yeah.
I'll sure. So we're going to do some recaps in the future, but at the same time, we're going to briefly recap what happened in session X via some videos and some snapshots. But really, you should be watching session X anyway.
Yeah, Turner.
Of what's been happening.
If you haven't seen it, go
It's
back.
fine on session 11, you know, it's your fault.
It won't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know who we're trying to fuck.
Me.
Incorrect. We're talking about man.
Oh man. So the gist of it though, which is nice.
I'm moving so
There was carnage, the Lost Omens did things, they met up with a guy called Kadylan, everyone fancied him. Stuff went down, and now Thalanil is feeling a little bit ridden with anxiety.
Never feel anxious in my life.
What things can you do? What's session part 2 and find out? Cool. Right, and now we've got the formalities out of the way with. Should we start?
Yes!
Oh yeah. Okay. So we're going to start straight off the bat where we ended the session with Thalanil, Arizani, Arya, and Solrex. Thalanil, you picked it up after you found out exactly what you just said. He's got folks. And Kadylan has looked at each and every one of you and focused on Thalanil and gone, I think we need to talk.
Alright, are we jumping right into it? Okay.
we're going to give you 2 space.
Look, I appreciate you, Kadylan, but I ain't got fucking time to talk. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go talk to the mayor. I'm gonna fucking sort some things out with him, and then I'm out of here. I ain't got time to talk. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be rude. I don't want you thinking we're pals just because I stood up here when everyone was kicking off. I just wanted to, I'm a man of honour. I didn't want you getting fucked up just by yourself. So if you want to chat, then we can go into a room, just me and you, lock the door, get some candles lit, and maybe a bottle of wine. But apart from that, I'm not going to stop.
Oh my god.
What would you say?
Looks at you and goes, that was mouthful.
Not yet, is it?
Ah! We're off. Okay. You wanted to go somewhere out of the public, out of the public eye. I really would do think what I have to say about your home would be of use.
Maybe you should chat with them.
Look, I reckon me and you, because like I said, I want to go talk to the mayor before I leave here. You know, he's getting a party sorted out for us. I'm not going to be here. So I'm going to walk over there. If you want to come, wink, come. But, you know, that's my plan.
This in the mirror, haven't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking
What's happened to you?
This is him. This is how he talks. This is how he spoke last time.
Is this how Thalanil spoke?
Yeah, he's Jason Steve. I'm joking. What's a joke?
That's good.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I haven't got time to go to one room with you as much as I wanna, and one room with the mayor. So if you want to come with me.
On that, I'll give you a persuasion roll. And once you're rolling persuasion, if you insist on leaving, please understand, your past will always catch up with you. No matter how fast you run, or whatever you hide. Looks to Aria. Any ally of my family is an ally of mine. You need not flee.
I rolled and it's a 10, but do I roll with persuasion because he wants to talk to me anyway? Advantage, sorry. Do I roll with advantage because he wants to have the chat with me? So I'm saying I'll still chat with you, but if you come with me, so surely that'd be an advantage.
First of all,
Yeah.
Trust, I've been listening to a lot of the banters recently, so I'm starting to realise where
it makes sense for you to roll with advantage here, because he is the one trying to ask you. Okay, I'll permit that.
Shit, it's a 10.
Okay, so 10. So
No, so my best roll was a 10. I got 13 minus 3.
Okay.
So,
So the Kadylan's going to do a roll to see if he can contest that.
naturally not.
Cool. Just let's have a look. See.
Get your cock out.
Okay. So after what you just said to him, Kadylan spoke to you, and then looks to the rest of the Lost Omens and goes, "But it's very clear that your intent on doing your errands before you leave, I cannot stop you. It'd be against my better judgment to not tell you what I know. Go about your business."
Yes, I walk off. I walk away. I kind of nod, look at everyone else, give them a little wave, and I'm
You go to the map.
yeah, I'm trying to. I'm hoping that I saw him probably head towards the town hall. I guess if he's trying to organise a party.
Passive perception, please.
where are we going to go?
12.
Well, so at this point in time, the whole crowd is dispersed. It's fairly obvious to all of you still present in the town outside at the moment that as soon as the speech was done, everyone's going down. I think the only one that will have detail about where people are going is Aria. Your passive perception was 14. Was there anyone that you were looking at specifically before the crowd dispersed, Aria?
No, I was just keeping an eye on him talking to Kadylan.
That being said, you know that a lot of people went to the field. Some people have scattered to the marketplace with the fire still ablaze.
Do I know where the mayor is? I maybe would have kept him in mind for sure.
Give me a wisdom to see if you did. As you seem to speak, you said you were locked on fun.
I was locked on that interaction note just because I don't trust any of you.
And the rest of you, your passive perceptions, you're aware the crowd is dispersed, but you can't really keep an eye on the mayor. You have to do an investigation to find
8.
It's not 8.
I'd like to do an investigation.
Go for it. With a wisdom.
Oh!
So that's one.
It's a nat one. First one of the year, baby.
With a wisdom of 8, Aria, you can only assume that as the mayor was centre of the crowd, that he's gone to the largest part of said crowd.
Okay.
Now that things dispersed.
I mean, that makes sense. I wasn't really paying attention.
Nat 20 investigation. Aria, you're immediately looking up and thinking, okay, Thalanil clearly wants to get the hell out of here. So where's that? Just scan around. Look at the largest crowd.
Yeah.
Again, you assume the same as Aria. No efficacy.
Okay.
So as your senses are quite heightened, you're still in this rush of adrenaline after saving everyone as well. You look to the marketplace, the next biggest crowd, not as large. People are frantically looking at the fire, oh my gosh, what do we do?
Yeah.
Some people are running off, but you can see in the distance on the marketplace, the mayor is walking towards the tavern with Janelle.
Okay. In that case,
I wonder where is he?
in that case, I am going to try and catch up with Thalanil to tell
Did
him.
Thalanil even find out?
I probably took 4 or 5 steps and started looking around.
Get an investigation to see if you can find it. So, what are you doing, my friend? Oh, yes! Oh my god!
So,
I'd say after also witnessing the conversation I just plugged in.
sorry, this fucking dice box is shit. I didn't bring my tray with me this week, but I'm gonna.
It was kiddie shoebox.
It was where I used to keep my kids.
After witnessing the conversation, I think my best bet is to find Thalanil. I'm going to find it.
Before you do that,
Before I do that,
can you give me a history roll?
Yes.
Thank you.
well, I've got.
So, oh yeah.
What history?
Red Bull gives you wings.
19. 19. Just read.
19.
Oh
Nice!
He said it 3 times, so you go, oh, no, 19, and then you like, gives you wings. Try to
No, yeah.
I got, then he looked up because he's lower than me, and then he went, I got a 19.
Yeah, why am I so short in this shirt?
He chose it.
Oh, is that someone's name?
James really confident.
Yeah.
I think that's Matt's magical potion.
Uh-oh. What's the mathematics? What do you mean? Aria should know. So with your 8 investigation, again, I'll put that hit the table. Oh, what was this? You look to the largest crowd and you instantly assume that the mayor is there. Your instinct is to go and look further there.
Me.
Yes, you
Sorry, I thought you were talking about his 19.
History 19.
But,
Kadylan, this man has introduced himself. You now know he's called Kadylan. With your roll of 19, straight away, you can see embroidered on the leather chest plate over his chainmail is the same symbol of your tribe.
But that with the squiggles, I remember.
Wait, what?
It's the song with the.
snap!
I can't remember.
Kadylan's still in the room. He's still in the room.
He's still right next to you. He's watching Thalanil
Yeah.
walk away. Aradani seems to be in between leading the group and joining Thalanil. Arya just stood around at this point as well.
Yeah.
And Kadylan has just stood back.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's thinking to himself.
Well, my holy symbol that I have as a paladin is that same icon. I remember I made it ages ago.
Holy symbol.
Holy symbol.
Have we got a picture of it?
No.
No.
But just imagine a sun with some little tendrils.
Nice.
There you go.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on the screen now.
Yeah.
Probably not, because I've got lots to do.
I can give you a quick 5 minute. I can give you an MS Paint drawing.
Oh, please do that. It's just an emoji.
It's what I think.
It's the best
sort
from Teletubbies.
of look what direction Thalanil is going. And I'm going to go to Kadylan. I'm going to take my holy symbol and just say, I think you know something. I'm going to. I have to think, what do I say to him? I don't want to scare him off.
Cat cut your tongue.
Yeah.
Don't want to wink.
Don't get lost in those eyes.
I am still stood next to him. Like, maybe I just keep an eye on him. I'm like,
Aria's anxiety is just.
I'm like staring at I'm like,
Just so right, his first interaction with him,
Yeah.
I've got something.
I'm walking over, I'm like, alright,
Little halfling children are trying to
It's alright.
Thank you for saving us. Piss off. Fucking parts of my brother.
I've got like spider tendencies like flicking out. Oh.
So I'm gonna be really creepy about it. I'm gonna go up to him and, like, with the symbol in my hand, show him and just be like, I think we need to have a chat.
So he looks at you as you approach, just calm in his face, and then looks at the symbol. Not a look of panic washes over him, but a look of then sincerity, and then his whole body posture turns to you.
Oh, bastard.
And then looks at his own chest and looks at that and goes, how did you come about this?
No. It's from my tribe. I've had this for many years.
Tried a bird of the claw.
Say that again.
How do you spell that?
Tried a bird of the claw.
Thank you.
Well done.
Don't think in green. Think green.
I was going to say it's about.
I don't like green.
That's not how I spell it, but we'll go with it.
Yeah.
As long as you can read it out phonetically.
Yes.
Read it out. I can't read.
So you must have known. You must have known Sir Garrick.
He was my dad.
No.
Have you seen that?
He was my mentor from long ago.
Sir Derek.
Garrett.
Garrick.
It's not Ricky Gervais coming in,
Oh.
working at an art and a care home.
All these massive names, Gary, Johan.
Shut the fuck up.
I was just merely stating a fact.
What's going on?
Yeah.
At that point, it goes, well, doesn't surprise me. Garrick was the biggest explorer those doors at nights. He had an affinity for nature, tapped into his own to the world around him. It's a fascinating tactic from the knights to never have one style of fighting or one strand of knowledge, but to constantly evolve and always change. But he seemed particularly fond of virtue models and spoke very highly of them all the time. Even more to the attention of our king, who had intentions of reaching out to you, but, well, you must learn the rest.
Unfortunately, I did.
We're going to cut to the bar.
Oh, no.
Yeah, straight from the back.
So look, borrowing. Last time that we were with you, my friend, you had left the town square.
Yes.
And you had gone to the tavern.
No, I was going back to.
Oh, you went back to your room.
Yeah.
He went to bed.
Okay.
Yeah. Through the door. Motherfucker went, no. Yeah.
Okay, so you
I'm rested.
go straight back to your room.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not hard. You remember where that is. You walk up 2 flights of stairs, go along the corridor, and you find your own servants.
Yeah.
Cool. In you go.
Yeah. I was just thinking, I thought of a terrible joke, but I'm not going to say it. Yeah.
Wait till the camera stops.
Write it down.
I'll go right now. I'm going now.
You're going for a nap.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm done.
So are you intending on having a short or a long rest? Short rest would just be sitting around. Essentially what we're doing right now as a group, just chilling.
What benefits do you get from, obviously long rest does all your HP and your spells and that, but a short rest,
As you D&D enthusiasts know,
I'll do long rest. Because we've never done
yeah,
anything.
no, that's fine. Not everyone knows. So the short rest, in principle, for generally most classes, you would sit down in game for about 2, 3, 4 hours, and you would roll your hit dice. You choose how many hit dice that you would have. The amount of hit dice that you have would be equivalent to your level. So all of you have 4 hit dice.
For now.
You would roll that, and you would roll to see how much health you would manage in that time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in that time, magic classes in short rests cannot replenish their spell slots. Apart from one class, the Warlock.
Ah.
Yeah.
That makes Warlocks unique. And the fact that they don't have many spells, but when you rest for a short amount of time, and again, you can replenish all of your spell slots. This would be the equivalency of 2 to 3 to 4 hours of sitting down, maybe having a nap, maybe like Indiana Jones style, like fedora on the head, just like or just maybe it could be reading a book, maybe it could be chatting with your friends, practicing fighting style, learning a new language, learning a new spell. That is what a short rest is. So long as you're relaxing and not engaged in any form of detailed conversation or fighting, etc., which would require rolls, Long rest is in principle sleeping.
Yeah.
The only time where long rests would be different would be if it is a different race. So, as we know with Bluntswood and with Thalanil, that was different. Elves only need to meditate or rest for 4 hours to gain the benefits of a full long rest. Whereas a human, a dragonborn, a tiefling, and a satyr would have to rest for typical 7 to 8 hours.
I need that.
And of course, long rests, all magic classes get the spell slots at you.
Yeah.
I'll go along.
Thank you.
Like a hell.
I'll go along with some steps of the ball. So yeah, makes sense.
You know, anything that you like to do on your long rest?
Crack one. Take your arm off. That's about it. Yes.
Okay.
Will you behave?
As you're unwinding.
Wait, just quickly, I do have a genuine serious question about the long rest. So if he's not resting for that 4 hours, what does that mean for the rest of us? Because obviously, is just everything we do just fill up the gap of that 4 hours until...
How do you mean?
So like, obviously, we're not all resting together, so nothing can skip ahead.
So the fact that Navarre has decided to do a long rest isn't going to change the time frame for you guys at all. In principle, it's as if he's just gone off to sleep. At any moment, you could just, I'm not saying you should, but it would be funny if you do. Go through and go, and wake Navarre up during his rest, if you're not resting, And then, in effect, your long rest is interrupted. That could happen wherever you are. If you decide to, for whatever reason, I have seen this on a story somewhere, it's really foolish, how in the middle of a dungeon or a cave, party decided to have a long rest, and of course they were ambushed by monsters.
Oh my God.
Sleeping, so the long rest was interrupted, they were surprised, and most of their HP was taken out. So choose when you long rest. Very well. Okay?
Okay.
We'll play.
That's only my questions. Thank you.
Okay. Right.
Oi, heroes, we're having a break. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Spotify for more content. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Keep up to date with our adventures. Right, now they've done that, back to the campaign.
Keep Allison.
Tech was it?
Fuck, been playing this game for 7 hours.
So, as you're unwinding, or
But I've done that now.
the voice in your head, Reddit, comes back, asks you a question. So, we both know what our goal is, Navarre. But I'm intrigued. We've been at this for a while. How do you intend to go about your goal?
There's just a pace. It's a work in progress, and I haven't got a plan as specific. I used to do some recruiting at some point, but that's a work in progress.
And these Lost Omens, do you consider them worthy?
I don't feel I've seen them up yet. Right, something like that. I just get gauge them properly.
How would you suppose that you would do that?
I've got to get in the cockpit first and see what happens.
Where are you now, Rorik?
What?
Where are you now?
I'm sleeping.
Not in that company.
I will, but we don't want to get killed off early. Well, we've got to play strategically if we can.
I'm not one to judge. So tired.
Yes, you are.
Because we both inhabit the same body. Consider this. Nothing was ever solved doing nothing.
True. We don't solve anything yet.
Rest away.
Yeah.
I will be here when you want to take this on. Seriously. Blocks. And the voice fades away.
Yeah.
And you go back your long rest.
Cool.
Okay.
Night.
Yeah.
And we're going to say goodbye to Will again because now.
Yeah, and it just goes to get pissed now.
Yeah.
Just so
You start still 2 hours in.
In combat, I'll Elliot winks up.
Yeah.
We need to get Elliot back from the bar. Right, we'll cut back to you guys. So, Thalanil, you started to look towards the magistrate of you, or?
No, so I like I said, I assume that he would have just gone towards the town hall. So like,
Okay, that's fine.
yeah, because I could just assume like if he's throwing this party, he's got a lot of shit to pray.
Shit.
So
That's fine.
I would have looked to the crowd and just been like, I don't want to get involved. Obviously, I don't want fans asking for autographs and stuff.
I don't think they were your fan at the end of that.
No, they were pretty hyped by me at the end, weren't they? After my speech, they were like, yeah, fair
A
play.
large portion of the crowd was, some remained quiet.
Not everyone's gonna like you always, so.
I don't know, but that's celebrity. So yeah, I'm kind of slowly walking. Did you say you were coming up?
I'm following him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Our daddy quickly catches up with you.
right.
Maria, what are you doing?
I think
This
We're fine.
Those two are just talking.
I'm like. Yeah, I'm just observing.
You can just imagine it's just the same way in your interview. It's like just looking between the two.
I'm picking an imaginary limb off of Mike's lady.
Like checking the nails.
Yeah. Sucking fur out of your neck or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So we're going to focus on Thalanil and Aradane for now, and whilst those two are going off, the conversation will continue with Sobrax, Kadylan as well. Thalanil?
You are done.
I just wanted to talk to you
Right.
because I feel like we've not had a proper conversation and I want to kill you.
Okay. Can we do it? I'm looking for
We
the
can
mayor.
walk and talk.
I need to look for the mayor. Keep you up.
The mayor is heading towards the tavern. If you actually look.
Oh,
My eyes do that.
yeah. All right. Let's do it.
Yeah?
Okay. As you're walking past the fire, you can hear the cadence of the Scottish accent. There's no such thing as Scottish in this world.
Oh, the equivalent.
The equivalent of the loud blacksmith shouting out, "I got a bottle of water back at lane. Give us a sec." Just walking past whilst everyone is just looking at the fire going,
Kind of give him some side eye. I didn't bar to the well with him, so I just give him a little side eye.
that's fine. Okay, continues at the tavern, yeah.
So, listen. I know I was reckless.
You can say that.
And I often don't think this thought because they the mad of mine. And I really regret the way I acted on the tablet. And I hate the way you lift me up. And I hate the way that you lift
It's just
me
an
up.
erection.
Another problem. And I'd like us to come back that time. If not, maybe a little bit more.
But first,
And I put my hand on him, by his shoulder. A little bit of contact. Put his name in my
Go
listen up. Sorry, Melinda. Listen, I appreciate that. It takes a lot of nuts, and that's what I like on women, besides their nuts. So it takes a lot of balls for me to come over and apologise, and I appreciate it. Just in future, keep your fucking name out your mouth. Especially just for me. My name out your fucking mouth! That was really good. That was really good. But I appreciate it. So let's start fresh. And we'll work with the maybe more. I need to fuck Kadylan first. I guess should we head to the tavern?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, when we get to this tavern, you can buy me a drink. Nice. And then yes.
Right.
Is the tavern right again?
Do we get above our heads like Like, you know, when Sims make friends with people.
Well, the
Plus sign for friendship.
Sure, fine, whatever.
relationship line.
I can just say the Xbox achievement that
Yeah.
15G friendship unlocked. Well done, making friends. Walk into the tavern, the pair of you, and you appear to enter a conversation between the Mayor and Janelle. Janelle still looks great.
Is there anyone else in the
No, it's just a pair of them. And a lot of what the Mayor is saying actually sounds quite good. You can do a roll to see if you like the cut of this guy's jib.
Not the mayor.
Hopefully, Matt.
I've already
What
met
are you
him.
saying?
I would like to. I've not met him.
No. You can do an insight roll to see if you like what he's saying to Janelle.
Okay.
I think after the interaction I had with him before, it was quite sincere, quite meaning. So I'll roll as well.
So essentially, he then starts saying, look, my words,
It's a 15.
15.
Mine was a 9.
Okay, yeah. So, we are all sorry for the passing of our members last night. So, if there's anything at all that I can do, at all, name it, and I will do it now. And what you know from your insight of 15 and easily your insight of 9 is that none of these words are going in.
Right.
For Janelle. It is like she's staring into space through him. Please, if any of this is too much, as we're staying, we all ultimately decided to stay in Littleton. If you want to stop, if you want to have a break, if anything is saying too much, you know where I am, Janelle. Yeah. Turns and looks to you two. Oh,
The tree.
I don't know. How is everything going?
I need to have a word with you if I'm honest.
Not a problem. Where would you hold it?
Give me 2 seconds though. And I turn to Janelle.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about you lost darling. I know he was a good man when we first got here. You know, he looked after me, Sorax, and Aradani. Do you want me to speak louder so she pays attention?
We're just staring away from you as you're
Will I do a performance?
What she did originally, as you do. You can.
Yeah, can I do
It's a
a performance?
performance to get her attention, absolutely.
That's an 8.
Cool.
So yeah, I'll just give my condolences. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
I've gently laid his body in the town hall, and I've tried to make it as respectful as I can. And if you need anything from me or my friends, just let me know.
Okay.
I'll just bow my head and kind of turn to the mayor. But yeah, I think it's best we have a chat, Mayor.
Absolutely. Well, maybe in the next room, gestures to the door that you know leads to the hotel, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. The rooms.
B&B.
An Airbnb. Looking for somewhere to stay. Adventures of the Lost Omens have no.
Oh yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. And then I'm going to turn to Aradani and go, yeah, I'm just going to have a private word. I don't know if that's going to put some of your bardic inspiration, bardic charm, or your lovely charm into this lady here. She's going through a rough time. And I'll have a double rum and coke. Sorry, the equivalent to a double rum and coke. And then I go with Matt.
There's rum in D&D.
What about
There's
would
no
they have
coke. No, there's no coke.
Just double rum.
I'll have a double rum. Do they have ice?
On the rocks.
Yes.
I'll have a double rum on the rocks. Do they have lime?
Soju.
Get out, Thalanil.
And this is as I'm walking to the room, I'm like, over my shoulder, and some ice. And if they've got it, what do you like? Maybe a straw. And then I just walk into the room.
Do they have any mini rum?
Yeah.
Door shuts.
Any mini cheddars or the equivalent to any mini cheddars. Grab them, any small cheese.
Yeah.
In a tumbler.
I think we'll start with
Pigs and stuff.
Danny and Janelle.
Yeah.
Janelle's still staring into space that time.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, I know there's nothing anyone can say to you to make this better.
What?
So I'm not going to attempt to.
Please.
Hey? Leaves. I know there's nothing anyone can say. Leaves.
Too bad. Bye.
However, I intend on getting a drink.
Fuck, dude, you're savage.
Substance abuse.
No. Can I get you one?
Oh, it's okay. Now, anyway.
Well, yeah, I'm still offering.
Oh, perfect.
So you're trying to calm her down or get her attention?
Yeah, get pissed. I'm not expecting to get her attention.
So you're trying to calm her down?
Yeah.
It'll be persuasion.
Fine. That's fine. Let's be real. It's 23.
Oh!
So,
So, yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Even if you screw that roll up, it will be a middle of the 10 anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm so plain.
Yeah. Okay. And she looks to you as you say that. Okay.
Okay, what would you like?
Water.
I'm going to lean slightly further forwards into health. I'm sure you would like a little striker.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I'll choose.
What do you think?
Oh, you choose. Oh, so they have a match magic potion?
And then I'm assuming that there's obviously no one behind the bar.
No.
So I'm going to go behind the bar.
Okay. Right. So we're going to just roll for this.
Oh!
What are you intending on doing, her, Danny?
I first intend on pouring her a large.
You have to think. You're fucking whiskey, man.
Large whiskey.
Investigation to see if you can find the whiskey.
Oh, dude, you smashed that. No, it was on 11.
Why can't I count?
It's 16.
16.
16. Oh yeah, easy. You just walk into
15.
I have to go 9 and 10.
15. Yeah, even with that, you walk on the other side and you instantly see a bottle that you recognise back from when you've been in equivalent bars as your kingdom before.
Yeah.
You grab the bottle, grab a glass.
So many of us.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm going to pour her a large whiskey and I'm going to put it on the bar for her.
Okay.
I'm also then going to look for the rums to pour Thalanil of rum.
With your equivalent investigation, I won't get into reroll for that.
Okay.
Look around, duck around the bar again as well. You know, perhaps maybe the good shit, the good rum that you tasted might not be in this bar of the continent. But you look for a similar shaped bottle regardless. Kind of similar in the corner, different label, looks much younger as well. You give it a bit, you uncork it, give it a bit of a whiff, and rum's rum, that's fine, that smells fine. Yeah, cool.
So I'm going to pour that to Thalanil, and then I'll pour myself one.
Nice one. Cool, there you go.
Yeah.
Janelle's at the bar and she's sitting down, and the vacant expression seems to have cracked just a bit.
Okay. Is there anywhere quieter?
There's no one else in the bar.
Oh, okay. Do you want to go? Well, you never fucking know.
I said, is there anyone else in there? And you went, nah.
Well, someone might have come and shut up. I say, let's go and sit at a table in the far corner. Is there a fireplace in the bar?
No.
Okay. Well, why not? Can we go sit in a corner table, and I just intend on
So you're a song, you're a bar.
yeah, fine, in a bit. I just intend on
I was thinking the one from The Hobbit when they were in the living room.
I just want to cheer her up a little bit, I guess.
Okay, so you direct her to the corner.
Yeah.
She follows. It's exactly as easy. We'll come to Thalanil on the map, and then we're going to come back to Sorak's scenario.
Nice.
Thalanil, you walk through the door, the mayor is waiting for you on the other side and looks up to you and goes, "What is it, my colleagues?"
Look, I know you've thrown this party to kind of get the town back together, lift some spirits. I've got to go. It's nothing against you, your people. I thank you very much for your hospitality.
Is everything okay? This is nothing we've done.
I don't want to get into it because I don't want to give you any information that's going to get you trouble down the line. So, firstly, Kadylan, what's his deal? Is he single? Is he seeing anyone? Do you know?
What's that got to do with it?
Well, that's just for my own thing. That's just, gross.
I don't know, why are you leaving?
Because I have to. I'm not going to tell you why, because like I said, I don't want you getting in danger. But I'm going to need, if you can spare it, I'm probably going to stay for a little sleep. And then I'm probably going to need some provisions off you if I can. If you can point me in the right direction to the next town or the nearest town that you think is safe to go to. And I wanted to give you this, and I take the bugbear head off my fucking belt.
Huh?
You remember, the bugbear?
Yes, I
I had that chain. I put it on the table and go, with all due respect, your town ain't got any fucking security. That was only a handful of mercs that coming in, and if it weren't for me and my pals, this town could be a lot worse, and we might not be speaking right now.
You don't.
So I think if you put this somewhere high in the middle of the town, so if you get any pricks coming in thinking they can fuck you up, they'll see this skull and they'll be intimidated. But you also got to work on your security. I would love to stay here and defend you guys, but I can't. So that's all I need, some provisions. I need you to promise that you're going to get security up around it, train some people to fight. And I'm going to need the directions to the next town.
Persuasion with advantage.
It's a 15.
15 plus, yeah. Okay. Looks at the bugbear head. Who's that? What took our ritual?
That's the one that was holding Rickon. Turin told me, Sarax and Aradani when we first got here about it. We went and sorted your problem, brought Rickon back.
And catapulted it. Us.
Yes.
I believe.
To be honest, I was going to keep it as a trophy.
Goes to touch the head. Oh. Why might get someone else to do that? That's quite the plan. I see the logic in it.
Since I can't fucking find Bluntswood, anyone that I want to protect.
Yes, I said I was going to get out the biscuits. I can still do that.
Did you like them?
You could say. He was quite enthusiastic about them. There was not a single biscuit left.
I'm gonna wipe my tear. I get a little tear in my eye just thinking about Bluntswood and how innocent it is, and like how he would have loved this sweet treat. And I would have coughed. Look, keep the biscuits in case he comes back. And if he comes back, you tell him to look out. You send him in the direction that you sent me.
Wait, I thought you were getting out your number there. Tell him to call this phone.
Tell him to call. I was actually going to say that.
Yeah, DM me on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Tell him to message me on Discord. I've got that constant. And yeah, so I'm loading up Thalanil's notes because there was something else I wanted to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
At that, he then again tries to take the head, but then goes ultimately recoils, goes, no, it's working out. Done justice for me and for my friend Kadylan, whom I don't know much of, but know ultimately he wants to do the right thing for the world, which is why I helped him out.
Do you trust him?
I do. But the nearest town to the nearest petitions, that would be west. That would be Glan.
That'd be where, sorry.
Glan.
Glan, how'd you spell
Glamlo. Is it with 2 N's or 1? I think it might be with 2. Yes.
2 N's for
2 N's. Glamlo.
Glan, oh, yeah.
I really like to think that Thalanil has specs and a notepad.
Sorry, just give me 2 shit to be
It's like a really like cute little quill though.
Yeah, like he's struggling so hard to write the first G.
It's like this fluffy white quill. He's like
Yeah,
calligraphy.
Heart-shaped notebook.
just licks the quill every time he goes to write. So no need for it. The ink is wet still.
As much as black.
Yeah, it's just black.
Yeah.
I can't fucking spell. And then I'm going to probably lay my head down for a couple of hours. So if I can get some provisions ready to go, I'd appreciate it.
That's fine.
And
I
if
can
you,
help you out tomorrow morning.
okay, so if you could postpone the party, what I would say, if anyone comes round here asking, especially that bitch from the Adobe 10, tell me you don't know me. It's just for your own benefit. And if you're ever looking for me, look for word about the Eclipse Shadow, because that's my fighting name. Okay.
It went.
I'm going to be trying to make some money. The Eclipse Shadow. That's my fighting name. I'm not going to be going by my name.
What do you have to do with the Adobe 10?
Like I said, best you don't know.
Okay.
So I appreciate you taking the time to have a chat with me. I take my specs off, put them in my pocket, put my notepad in with just a
One
drawing
more
of
thing
mail.
before you go.
No.
No, I'm sorry.
Very good man.
No, you see these ears?
Good health.
Thank you.
It's very important for you to know that if you are going on your way, do not, and he was glad, with random gag.
Why? What's that Rendell gag?
Well, Gladman is still an independent town, but Rendlghat, it's under the rule of the Empire. If you get anywhere near Rendlghat now, no, just don't. Don't even try.
Okay. And just one more thing before I go.
Of course.
When I spoke to Turing, God rest his soul, there was a place that he spoke to me about. Ranger. Yeah, he said it was a good place to party. He said,
Sound like Turing pass.
no, I said I was probably looking for somewhere, with a good library or something, and he told me that Ranger.
You do know Ranga is across the Void Ocean on the other side of the realm, on the eastern continent.
How did he get there?
He didn't.
Oh, he knew of it well.
He's been in the western continent for a while and been to and fro from all the rest when he is needed.
Good. Wow. Well, I appreciate that. At least
Of course.
And I'd go to shake his tiny little hand. And then I just I walk back through looking for Arizona.
I don't know. And I give him a wink.
Well, hello, adventurers. My name is Mayor Quenvin of Littleton, telling you that if you like what you're watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, we have a Spotify. We also have TikTok with the hilarious memes that are uploaded every now and again. Anyways, enough of these shenanigans.
I'm back. With Zorax and Ario, as I still on film with Kadylan. Zorax, last we left off, you had a conversation. Yeah, I know.
What are you name? Sorry, that.
Sorry! So, last we left off, Zorax and Kadylan, the conversation had gone to you.
Yeah.
So, had you anything else to say to Kadylan?
I'll ask him.
Aria, being very observant at this point in time, so
I'm not looking at anything.
that's not really subtle, is it? If you did that, you would say directly to Aria's face.
I was thinking we get.
Give me a second, Kadylan.
Yeah, I'm literally just stood like to Kadylan's right. Just mind my own stuff.
Just like, hey, if you mess with him, you mess with him. Okay?
Well, Sort of
Don't let it
meme is
naughty.
just focus on Sorax. I'm not even in this bit. Or a sort of a bit more serious tone now. I was serious already, but a bit more extra serious. Just say to him, why are you there? What do you know about the orcs and the wargs and the drow?
Can you give me a persuasion? It's just you.
You should just tell me. I've got 17.
Very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll try
So the town's really celebrating already.
Yeah. He's killing him up. What do I know of the orcs? The orcs that attack them, right? Or the orcs that attack the entire southern continent.
You saying they went on a spree, just killing everything in their way?
Looks to Arya as well. As he says this, I definitely think this is a conversation elsewhere. Looks to Solrax as well, as he looks to you. I think we both need this conversation in a little bit more privacy. I think I've already outstayed my welcome. So, let's put it this way. Looks to Solrax again. It's not a topic that likes to be talked about now. Just the one
Where do you suggest we have this?
We can go to the town where I was residing.
That sounds perfect.
Cave.
I need to know. Yeah. I'll bring some candles.
Arya, have you anything to say?
No, I'll just silently follow.
Sure.
But
I'll
do
just-
not
I'll
allow
just-
in my room.
I'll just nod. I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna, I'll lead the way.
Fine. Kadylan walks with a bit of urgency past the fire, which is now a big barrel of water and loads of buckets being thrown over the fire. There seems to be one halfling crying, one halfling very speedily throwing buckets of water, and another one trying to pick things out of the fire going, ah!
You know that one clip of Spider-Man walking? And there's a helicopter. It's just one of the old Spider-Man games. It's a cutscene, he's walking really slow, this helicopter machine crashing behind him. That's all
Oh my god, that's a lot to memory.
I still remember that.
Yeah.
Matt, play the clip.
Yeah. So you make it to the town hall, walk in.
There's an empty plate of biscuits.
And a shattered table.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And
Thirsty Aria.
don't forget, there's a dead fucking halfling.
There is. As you walk in, on the floor, yes. Well, on the surface of the table that
On
is
the
still,
floor.
well, no, on the surface of the table that is still intact. There is a white linen cloth over what appears to be a bottom table as you walk in. Kadylan instantly notices this, bows his head, and then turns to you. Again, a place of more privacy. Let's respect the dead. And then gestures to the cave.
I don't suggest cave.
Hey guys, so the hole over there.
The door's just open, isn't it?
Yeah. And walks through the cave. Alright, you think.
Yeah.
Sorax, you just like.
Can I give Sorax just like a reassuring look of like, I promise this is not like I need to hear.
We're not vampires trying to kill you. Yeah.
I've got this lovely shiny new.
That's so true, silver.
Yeah, can I be like, nice axe by the way?
Yeah, of course.
Puts his guitar away.
Okay, walk to the cave. Again, Arya, you agree to the same scenario, scene that you saw before. Sorax, you're seeing this for the first time, walking through a very dark, narrow cleared your dog out cave.
Yeah.
And when you're in there, it's the bare basics. Just rags on the floor, bloodied. Just this table in the corner as well, with all of these little pieces of paper and medic kits as well. It is almost as if the bare essentials of what anyone needs in just this dense, dark cave. Yeah. And in terms of both of you, now that we're somewhere reasonable, turns to Solrax. I don't know much of the orcs that attacked, only that I want to find out more about them. Well, I believe it to be relative to the war that happened not long before the attack of Everak, during which time I went on a mission. It was assigned to me by Littleton. And looks at Arya. We were supposed to talk about this before the attack. You asked me what I was doing. Well, us knights are seekers of peace, as you know this from your father. My father.
He's my dad.
And you
Listen.
He was my dad.
He's daddy.
Yeah.
No.
Don't make it fucking weird.
Dad,
You're not here, shut up.
Daddy Johan. Papa Johan.
Just answers okay.
Alan lives in the tab and starts laughing at Johan.
Yeah, just outright, just like talking to the mayor's just like anything else. You're just like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Knights were seekers of peace, not just in November, but we try to be around the realm. We try not to intervene in the other kingdoms and their ways. So, we went to the borders and beyond, if we could. I was assigned one day a task in King Lake. There was trouble at the borders in between the south and the eastern realms of it. I went to pursue the trouble, but on the way, turns to you, Zorax. I'm choosing orcs. The town. Nowhere near where I was supposed to be. Nowhere near the border. Further to the northern border, the side outside. I fought them with the guard of this town. We fought back, but in the end, they just stopped. It felt like we were fighting for days. It probably wasn't even that. After that, the last orc standing just simply looked at us and looked at me. And said, looks to you, Arya. Best you be getting home. If you even have a home to go back to. And you both know the rest. I ran home to rob. Nothing. The shadow of the kingdom that stood before. Nothing. I couldn't even fight anyone. I couldn't even scream at a thing to blame, point at anything. Nothing. I felt useless. And now I wish to return for my faith.
Sorry, everybody just went,
He's no,
Jason.
Well, I was just like,
No, Andrew was like, alright. Cheer up. Can I just place a hand on the shoulder and be like, you want to know? Because it's not his fault. Do you reckon the orcs are employed in a sense by the Empire then? if these attacks are all linked. Otherwise, how would they know?
Over time. And it's my goal to find out that answer.
Yeah. Well,
What about you?
if it means anything, I'm talking to I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
If it means anything to you, they go by the names Devour and Light.
Yeah.
So if you've heard or seen that anywhere, then I want to point myself in that direction if you need answers.
Devour is such a lie.
What the orcs done?
Always in drums and shit, bro. Damn.
It's not a name like that. How did you come about this?
I can't remember exactly, but that name has stuck with them for many years after the attack. I'm charged.
I need to tell you that it's not been the same as well. But thank you. What do I call you?
Oh, damn it.
Do not say that. It's in your best interest. Fuck's sake.
You can call me Sorrent. I was part of Clan Look.
So nice of that. It's a pity Garrett never spoke with you. He spoke with person called Hybrid Cars. And he clearly respected the privacy that you sought in men.
If there's any chances, get out there. If you come across him in any way, please send him my this out.
I wish he's alive as well.
Okay. What did she say?
The only else I remember back is, well, looks to Arya. Well, you know this, don't you?
Not until
We
now.
hadn't really got to that yet.
I thought you had. What you said you were a team.
We are. I joined the group a little bit later than the rest, and we've been kind of busy.
It's our first Avengers film, so we're still.
We haven't had our post-credit scene.
Yeah, we're still getting the teams
Thanos
together.
has a bit teased.
I like to keep my backstory close.
I don't know that one.
I slept with everyone.
That is literally my backstory. I got a bit through trouble.
I mean, until I met the rest of them, I didn't even know that there were other attacks that had happened in other places that had been destroyed, and I didn't even know that anyone else had survived until I found you in the cave. So
But you be alive on
on my own.
Oh no.
And then I was with another guy, but he got killed in a cave that we were fighting in, so I didn't see him again.
Who's that?
I forget.
Sorry. Like the temptation. Yes, his name.
What was his name?
What was that?
One guy.
You're traveling with that one guy. Yeah.
We were the
His name.
No, me too.
What was his name?
Platinum regular.
I was going to all of one fucking session.
I know Brick, that is it.
Yeah, I know.
Let's hope we know him a bit longer than Gold. He's doing alright so far.
Sorry, who? Classic.
One hit wonder.
I remember Nobrik. I was with Goldrick for one session, and most of that we were split up, and then he died.
Goldrick just take the horse, climb the
We did,
cave,
yeah, that's
die,
first session.
you elaborate.
Yeah, that was it.
It's a pretty cool death.
Yeah.
You have to give it to him.
You never spoke a word to anyone. Just said like, I'm gonna climb a
Right, guys, this is
literally.
You can't blame me for not remembering that.
Or being drop now, guys.
Oh,
But that's for when we get the show. That's when we get the TV show. We'll do all the
Get to know what
prequels.
Goldrick looks like,
Yeah,
sounds like. We'll get to know what Goldrick sounds like as well.
Oh my god.
That's how it works. You try to get
We
everyone
can't see you with some domes, isn't it? His reincarnation's been pretty cool though, so.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
patterns and works for that as well.
Yeah.
He has a glass of baby girl.
Could put that on YouTube, the crucify me.
Yeah.
Like, should I do it, man?
I didn't. But I'm not.
Yeah. But I will.
Anyway.
She got by a sword. But ain't good talking about. Anyway, back to it.
Deceased members aside, I'm not ready to discuss my background with anyone.
Sweet.
Especially not after born.
What do you want next moves? What do you intend to do next?
Yeah.
The shadow
Find the others.
looks at me with pure white eyes and
It's your cat.
I think Thalanil's quite set on leaving, but we should probably rest before they do any handball.
It's fine. We're gonna head to the tower.
Remind me of Thalanil, of course. I need to speak to Thalanil.
Boss,
He has to speak to you.
did we each... I kept note of which sort of direction Thalanil left it. Would
Yeah.
I have clocked that he went to the tower?
What's your passive perception?
12.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we're heading after him as well. Follow us to the tower.
To the tower. Yes.
We can all regroup.
I follow Kadylan.
Nice. We're gonna rewind time to Adam, Danny, and Nell. At which point, Thalanil is on the mayor, Aria, Kadylan, Varric having a snooze, and you're having
And he's like the best lesson. And it's been like, yeah, I'll get another drink.
somewhere you see the bar story.
Yeah.
It's like vibrant before.
As he snuggled at some Goldrick, no. Cliff. So climb the cliff. But sweating.
That's what she's singing to Chanel.
But you and Jeanette just have
I'm gonna sing a song.
Wait.
Sad songs.
Got that. Paint the scene.
The bar is quiet. You're both in the bar.
Okay.
Chanel has taken a minor sip of the whiskey that you have given her. Unfortunately, she still looks as grey and as stoic as she had thought,
Yeah.
but she's listening to you, and you can tell.
In that case, I'm gonna bottom it up. I'm gonna get out a little liar. I'm gonna sing a little song. It's gonna be, right, just before I start singing, let's imagine an a cappella, some calm version of this song.
Do you mean acoustic?
Yep.
This is our bard. Pulls out the guitar and goes, I'm going to do a cappella.
Christmas. Don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I tell you, don't worry about a thing.
Yeah, don't motherfucking worry!
Gonna be
I
alright.
kick open the door with the mayor behind me.
Woke up this morning.
My husband was alive.
I swear to God, don't worry. Three little birds set up my window.
You're gonna give me a performance.
Yeah, fine.
She just did!
With advantage because you went to the.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah.
They had finished rolling, catches it midway with a arse in that arm.
The point is +7.
Yeah, I'm adding it on.
What did you get?
18.
Bloody hell.
No, I only 21, 22, 23, 25. I failed maths.
Chanel forgets about her dead husband up on the table.
Alton Bugs.
Yeah.
No, you need to just watch the anguish that Ben went through. You were like 20, 25.
He's like, 1, 8, 9.
No one's funnier than 24. 25.
Oh, I get it.
SpongeBob.
Yes, SpongeBob. No.
The Sponge Boy Bob.
SpongeBob.
I'm singing her a song to make it feel better.
But it fucking worked.
I don't want to solve all her problems. I just
You
want
just did with song.
No,
She
just
takes a
in
swig
the
of
moment.
whiskey and she looks at you.
Yeah.
Floods of tears.
Oh.
I'm gonna give her a real big hug. Tits
She
squish gets
begins
from me.
to stop quite loudly.
And I'm gonna rub my hand up her back. Let it out. Let it out, girl. I'm a girl's girl. Let it out. I'm not a girl's girl at all, but for now, I'll be a girl.
And to your surprise, she lets out a loud scream.
Oh.
Very loud scream. As in, like, a crying scream.
Oh.
Can you give us an example?
Get a load of this.
Go on, man. They can't hear us.
Ain't been loud.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
That's one.
This is fucking.
Wow.
There you go.
That was
There is nothing that anyone can do or say right now to make you feel any better. And my singing might help you in this moment, but just know time is a healer. And another line of the song, time heals everything. Yeah, there you go.
She sits back in her chair and wipes away the absolute mess of tears over her face.
I'm going to clean up under her eyes for her. I'm going to clean up the mascara under her eyes and the rouge.
Yeah.
There you go, darling. You don't need that.
You want me to be this way? A bit bad.
Exactly.
Why is he going to be so idiotic? Putting himself in harm's way like that.
What you're doing right now is you're grieving. You're grieving, and of course you're angry at him. Will you stop fucking laughing?
I'm telling you what, it's idiot.
You're grieving, and you're gonna go through the process. You're gonna hate him for a minute. You're gonna be so mad at him. You're gonna be mad at the world. You're gonna be mad at yourself for not being there to stop it. But at the end of the day, that is what happened, and you can't change it. So you just have to feel those feelings. And as I said, time will help. Time will help. Should we go on a girls' night out?
My husband's just like, probably not.
The clearer show up, I know, fucking helps.
What about a girls' night out? Give me a persuasion roll.
Fine. Fine. Yes. Oh shit! It didn't even roll with it. It just.
Oh no, please.
Well. Oh, actually, no, because it's.
It's persuasion minimum 10, even if it's a nat 1.
Me opposite too.
Okay.
It's a 14 though with my persuasion.
Okay, good. Yeah, even if it was a nat, unfortunately, even with Silk Tongue, nat 1 critical failure despite the score.
I don't know that's like that.
Oh, really? So 14 altogether. That's it.
Uh-huh.
I'm really interested. 14 altogether. That's so funny.
Okay, we go now.
How you doing?
Yes! Sorry, it's me. Sorry.
She looks at you and takes a swig of
I know
whiskey.
you've got this. It's fine.
So I just need to get away from here.
Fine.
Okay.
Bring her on the adventure.
I hold up my whiskey that I didn't pour. I hold up my rum that I poured myself.
Can we arrive as this?
And I go.
At this point,
Yes!
Thalanil enters back into the room. Yeah.
Aradali!
Yeah. Oh, as he walks over, I'm gonna hand him his rum. There you go, darling. Nice.
Magic. What's going on? I sit next to her and he just. Sorry, Annie. Is she alright? Just had a good word with Maya. So, does the mayor come join us?
Matt's not there.
Oh, did he not come out?
No, Matt, from when you left the conversation, the mayor, when you saw him go out of the door,
Right.
out of the microphone.
Well, I'll go and do some bits.
Are you coming back?
I'm going upstairs. I need to get my head down.
Would you like company?
Oh shit.
No.
Just agree to girls.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm on. You can fuck from girls.
And slowly sipping the whiskey, just as Sora and Aria and Kadylan.
Yeah! Oh, thank God for that. I just got rejected. I mean something.
No, thank you.
I don't know, come out with one of the girls and
Sure, before you
I kind of, when Solrax walks through, and after that, like being just like, oh,
Sorax!
Have you seen my axe yet? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry!
Okay, so I will officially ask, leave aside, what are you guys doing out here in a town?
I'm gonna walk up to Sorax
Yeah.
and just maybe put him aside for a chat.
Yeah. With Ron still in hand?
Yeah.
Have one. Sure, yeah.
Sorax! I'm gonna go to the bar.
Yeah.
Just should we have a fucking Monday. We'll have a quick drink.
And as you go with Thalanil, Kadylan gives you a nudge on the shoulder and just goes, Kadylan shuts Sorax up. He goes, tell me what he's doing.
The fuck?
He must trust.
You can give me, give me a perception to see if you can hear him say that, Thalanil.
It's an 8.
Yeah, you hear him.
Yeah.
Right, the fuck?
Come on.
What do you fucking mean when I'm ready? Nothing.
And Kadylan turns to you. If you want to chat with Sorax first, that's fine. Go about your way.
I fucking will. And then I just walk over to the bar. I don't know the fact there's been people chatting about me behind my back.
We need to drink.
I want to turn to Kadylan. Excuse him, he's a bit paranoid.
It's fine.
Yes, you are.
But yeah, just walk over to the bar with Sorax.
Kadylan just takes a seat.
With us.
No.
Oh,
He's in near a seat can go find, and looks at Ari and goes, let's see your friends.
no. Yeah. You gay? You
Oh,
gay?
fine. I'm a lion with sister, I'm a lion with this, and suit on again. Job with this. So, with that, I need time to rest, at least. Before I involve it.
Maybe go to bed and instead of staying down here.
Thalanil first.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna be like, don't tell him that wording exactly. I'm gonna go speak to Aaron.
Who's going to bed?
Can I see Ari's entered the bar? Like,
I'm sat in the corner.
I'm gonna call her over. Aria girl, come over here, please. I don't know why, but
Aria!
You're in the corner, let's go.
oh, queen.
I'll just quickly like squeeze everyone's hand and be like, if you need anything, just say.
Make some jumpies. No!
I'm trying to like have a nice moment.
Sorry, it's this. I've got a bet going on with something.
It's okay. He looks at you and goes, I will. Thank you.
I'll get up and head over to Aradani.
As she comes over, I turn to her like this. Girls' night!
Just stay.
We kind of here, do we like over the up?
Oh, yeah. It's actually sorry. She's at the bar.
I'm behind the bar.
Yeah. You're behind the bar.
You need
What?
It's evening now, so should we?
I'm interested. We'll get back to the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Just pour us a drink.
From your role that you did a couple of sessions ago, you didn't have to pour a drink.
Yeah.
So you're
What are you having?
That's the quickest thing to grab.
I just grabbed 2 tankards. I'm pouring some fucking ale.
We'll go back to Aria and Kadylan. And Janelle just downs the whiskey. This onto the table and lets out a resounding cough.
Okay. So, I think for the sake of. Hang on. Are you okay, Janelle? Just smacking her on the back.
Yeah. Just like the strength of a drink. I'm fine.
So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna rest. You need sleep, we need sleep.
Yeah, I do.
Tomorrow night, get your tits out. We're doing this.
You don't have to do that.
I will be.
Figure it out.
We're doing this.
Okay. Is this part of the party that we're having?
Oh, fuck the
What you do
party.
is pre-drinks.
Oh, yeah, free drinks for the party. Little girls moment. Let's do it.
And then we're leaving this place.
We. She said she wants to give me around, but I didn't know what to do, so I said, yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Maybe we'll discuss that tomorrow. It's been a long day for
It has.
everyone.
It has. It has.
So bring that up again tomorrow and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Good night, Janelle. You should get some sleep, Janelle. God bless.
I'm gonna give her a cuddle.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. While that's happening, can I be like,
Absolutely trying to get his.
I'm trying to get that
Trying to discreetly or very obviously.
How far away are we from each other? Because
I'd
obviously
say
we're
about like 7-ish meters away.
I mean, I don't really care if people hear, but I'm not like hollering his name across the bar.
That's fine. Yeah, say that. Yeah.
I'm just getting his attention. I need to roll for it.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Thalanil.
Well,
Thalanil!
I'm sorry, we need to roll for that.
Can you roll? Oh, no, can I hear? Do I need to do a perception?
So that's it. Perception.
12.
You really, if you're just going to take now, yeah.
Really? Oh! And as I hold up the ALF board. Sorry, Sorax, the other AL's gone off, I just need to.
Oh man, 6 X's off, I know someone's not going to like that.
So I just. Oh!
My brother would like to have a word if you wouldn't mind. He's just sat in the corner over there.
I kind of look at him and just.
Kadylan's just in a world of his own, just sort of sat there, just thinking to himself.
What's the deal?
He just sometimes gets a bit moody, but he said he won't go to bed until you speak to him, and I'd really like to see him rest, so I'd appreciate if you just...
Walk him up to bed.
No. Have a chat with him.
In bed.
And then leave him alone so that he can go to bed alone.
Still watching this all.
We'll see. I need to have a chat with Sorax.
If you go upstairs with him, I will kill you. I'll go in.
fucking that's offensive. Oh, Jesus.
Take
It's not like general. Shit. Yeah.
So, maybe. And then I turn to Sorax.
Don't drop paper scissors on the kiss in the night.
Hope he's got a tuck in Janelle stands up. Not too dissimilar from the height that she was when she was sat in the chair. And goes up to Aradani and puts her hand on her shoulder and goes, I'm going to bed.
Wink.
Can I trust you to look after this place whilst I'm
Really? Well,
going to bed? Just the Kadylan, of course. I'll look after the nights, but...
You have my word. I start laughing out.
The space for that. That's yeah, my word.
Yeah.
20. The last time we were in this bar, I was
You call that a 30-20.
I've been drinking in my mouth.
Yeah.
So,
You could just see, just like, oh, you have my word. Alright, go.
I snort out whatever drink I have.
And then we're just like mid-drink.
You elbow me so hard. Yeah. In fact, yes, I will. Oh, shut up! Yes, Janelle, we'll be well behaved.
Just like the alcohol coming out into the glass as you're talking.
Does Aria take damage for that? Because I took damage from a slap.
Thank you now, Mr. Damage. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, I
Yes.
did.
You did take damage from the slap. That's a session 2 callback. Well done, Richard.
Yeah.
Oh dear. We've got to see if.
We're never mistakes.
Can you roll a d20? Roll a d20 to see if it does.
It was 4.
No, it doesn't.
It's a friendly one.
No, it's a friendly jab.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Whereas that wasn't friendly because he was a cunt.
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, bleep that out.
Sorry, bleep that.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that word.
Doesn't.
Sorry, I know
We're not
that
going down that route.
that was purely to Thalanil, not to Richie.
Okay.
You are continuously
Janelle, unfortunately, Janelle has not let out a single smile, but she nods to you, puts the glass on the bar, walks up to where Thalanil is pouring the drink, doesn't really look to you, Thalanil, but just leaves the glass and just waves at the glass and gives a thumbs up, and then heads on her way.
As she's doing that, because I'm so like, I've done a couple of, I've pulled a couple of pints in the past from town to town. Just instinctively pick up the glass. Mine, now you go, love. And just carry on forward, thinking she's a regular. That's what I did.
Very briefly, very briefly.
Are you still asleep?
Navarre, can you give me your wisdom save?
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Oh,
What's that?
genetically you accidentally walk into it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir.
Wow.
That was good.
Oh, so just roll me a d20 and then add your wisdom saving throw modifier. Should be top left.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm joking. Thinking you just
No, if you win that.
Trying this. What?
go to my husband company that.
As you begin to rest, Navarre,
Yeah.
the vision of your home and your tribe comes back to you.
No.
Although the campfire that you were sat at before is still empty,
Yeah.
fire is still ablaze.
Yeah.
And you're sat down and you think back to the days of tribe, training, running through roads together, training, just being the essence of what you said.
Yeah.
It's just happiness
Mm-hmm.
right in front of you.
Yeah.
Rising is sat in front of you.
Yeah.
Is this great?
Form of Radek is that in the humanoid,
Oh, okay,
almost as if it is being covered with all of these lines of black, as if someone is scratching ink on paper
Yeah.
consistently all of the time, just marring the air with just this inner chill.
Yeah.
Is the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
And every now and again, the form just pulses, and the whole humanoid structure looks as though it's trying to escape itself,
Yeah.
push itself outwards towards the fire and into the world around it.
Yeah.
The only constant through that is the red smile and the two eyes that don't blink, don't waver, and don't move.
Yeah.
Looking directly at you.
Yeah.
Every time you move,
Yeah.
the form in front of you seems to move in a fashion identical to your own.
Okay.
It's as Radek is copying what you do
Yeah.
Really not great.
and looks to you.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like home, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How do you think we come here so often?
Good memories, man. They're sort of, we're in a hard time right now, so there's all good memories to go back to.
Glad they.
Yeah. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you reminding me that.
I've seen many things Navarre. But the first one that I decided to take it to know.
I appreciate it. While you seem suggestible, could I question you on your blood?
It's been the hospital beat. Beat yourself.
Why you seem in a good mood?
Nice.
Can I? So from our human.
Give me a persuasion.
Yeah.
I'll just look to that.
Where they do those? 10.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
A secret hatch. That must be when the real pterodactyl lives.
As I remember, much as well. We're both on the same path now, Navarre.
Mm-hmm.
I had an awakening today, understanding who my foe was. It seems like they align. I'm happy. Because fate had me choose well.
I appreciate your help so far, man. My dude.
Smile widens.
Yeah, I bet.
Alright.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
You're just a coward.
No one talks to my friends like that.
Forgive me for having distaste for your jealousy.